Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your news report and second stimulus check update. There's a lot of reports about a third stimulus check when President Joe Biden is inaugurated into office. According to Yahoo Finance, Biden says $2,000 checks will go out the door if Democrats win in Georgia. Everybody tell me in the comments down below, do you think that President Joe Biden will pass the $2,000 stimulus checks when he's in office? Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. By the way folks, I am doing a huge Amazon gift card giveaway. And all that you have to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications. And leave a comment down below telling me that you gave this video a like. Now let's get into the latest news about a third stimulus check of $2,000.
Stimulus proposal. I asked them if the president-elect is supporting a stimulus between now and January 20th when he'll be inaugurated. They said he does expect to be talking to Democrats and Republicans on Capitol Hill about that. But when I pressed them for numbers in terms of just how big of a stimulus is the president-elect going to be pushing for up on Capitol Hill, they deflected that question, said they're not prepared to read out any details on what he's saying just now. They also called for the GSA to begin the formal process of ascertaining that there has been an apparent winner in this election and moving forward with a formal transition. They said that although Biden is familiar with can make his way around the Situation Room in the White House, he does need up-to-the-minute intelligence information in order to begin to make some decisions about how to handle the presidency next year. They said he's going to take the weekend off here, a couple days off. They say he's earned some downtime, but that next week he'll be back at it, and they expect some personnel announcements to come at that point, but no news expected from the Biden transition over the weekend. And Kelly, I can tell you, over at the White House, President Trump's team has just announced that he is going to be appearing in the Rose Garden this afternoon at 4 p.m. They're billing that as an update on Operation Warp Speed on coronavirus vaccine efforts and related pharmaceutical efforts. We can expect that he'll talk about that. Unclear now whether he'll take any questions from the reporters who will be gathered for that.
And folks, according to Forbes.com, the Democrats in control could usher in a full economic recovery. With two fresh Senate election victories clearing the way for a Democrat-controlled Congress, economists expect a substantial fiscal expansion that should include as much as $1 trillion in additional stimulus relief. On top of the massive $3.5 trillion already authorized, laying the groundwork for a full economic recovery by the fourth quarter. And Senator Chuck Schumer, the new Senate Majority Leader in Congress, said the first priority in the new Senate is $2,000 stimulus checks. Schumer said he looks forward to sitting down with Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, but that they had to wait until races are certified. He added, "We have a lot of things to discuss."
Well, Ron Klain, who is the chief of staff for the Biden transition and the incoming Biden White House, he essentially said that he hopes the General Services Administration makes this ascertainment this week to enable that show to get on the road. But he said that he did agree with Senate Republicans that there should be a stimulus deal in the lame duck session. Here's what he said.
There's a lot of things that are going to have to wait until Joe Biden is president, but this is not one of them. Getting help to people, getting help to state and local governments. I mean, it's not, we need urgent help to individuals, but we're going to see layoffs of police, of firefighters, of teachers in the next month in a lot of states and localities unless these local governments get the aid they need.
And according to Yahoo Money, $2,000 stimulus checks are back in play after Democrats sweep Georgia Senate runoffs. The $2,000 stimulus checks, blocked by the Republican-controlled Senate in December, are gaining steam after Democrats won Georgia's 2 Senate seats and will now control the Senate. Chuck Schumer said one of the first things I want to do when our new senators are seated is deliver the $2,000 checks to the American families. The $2,000 direct payments would be an increase from the $600 direct payments currently being distributed, meaning that eligible Americans would potentially receive an additional $1,400, as well as an additional $1,400 for each dependent, based on legislation passed by the House in late December. Both of the Democratic candidates, Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, have supported the $2,000 checks and campaigned on it. President-elect Joe Biden, who supported the candidates in Georgia, said that their election will put an end to the bloc in Washington.
It's so sad. 41 years old. Coronavirus, blood clot, complication, could happen to anyone. And it has happened to nearly 350,000 Americans. Many of those deaths could have been avoided. As we go forward, we must make sure that we are scientific and determined to crush the virus. The President of the United States has expressed his support for the $2,000. The Democrats and Republicans in the House have passed that legislation. Who is holding up that distribution to the American people? Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans. It's amazing to see the patience that some people have with other people suffering. These Republicans in the Senate seem to have an endless tolerance for other people.
The eyes of the nation are on the Senate. For days now, we've been engaged in intense bipartisan talks to build emergency relief legislation on an historic scale to push resources to our healthcare heroes and American workers and families. Democrats and Republicans sat down together. We crafted this version of the proposal together. This compromise package would push tens of billions of dollars to hospitals and healthcare providers. It would send direct checks to millions of American households, direct checks. It would massively expand unemployment insurance in this crisis. It would stabilize industries to prevent
good for the American people. America is experiencing one of the greatest crises we have ever had in our history, and the Senate Democratic majority is committed to delivering the bold change and help that Americans need and demand. Senate Democrats know America is hurting. Help is on the way. And we have 2 new senators coming to help. One of the first things that I want to do when our new senators are seated is deliver the $2,000 checks to the American families. Senators Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff ran first-rate campaigns. They will be outstanding senators for Georgia. When Raphael Warnock was born, both of Georgia's senators were segregationists. Yesterday, Georgia just elected
as someone else's adult dependent. If you're over the age of 65 and a recipient of supplemental security income or Social Security disability insurance, you were eligible for a first stimulus check and will also be eligible for a second check. On this channel, I always provide you with the most up-to-date, reliable stimulus check information, SSI information, and SSDI information. And of course, the newest news on your unemployment benefits.